Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Avatar The Last Airbender Season 3, Episode 12. I was doing that, you know, because I was thinking of the fact that I'm progressing a lot on the binge watching of this show. We are at the episode 12. I know that I have 20 episodes with this season 3, and I know that this is the last season, which is sad. At first I wanted to say bad, but no, it's not bad. They made a show, they wrote it, they thought about everything to write it, they made it really in a brilliant and clever way with each season for a book, you know, for an element, and they made a progression for the story and also for the characters, which is great, which is logical, which is so well done that I can't be mad at them because they only made 3 seasons. They made it for 3 seasons, they did it well, and that's it. This show has to end, and it's gonna end well. End well. I don't know for the story and for the characters. I'm really afraid of some of them dying at the end. But at least they made it well, logically. It's well done. For how it's written, it's so well done that I can understand and even appreciate the fact that they made it for 3 seasons and they didn't, you know, create new seasons and new stories and all. They didn't push it like that so they could make it longer and all because the show was working well and all. No. They are closing it with 3 seasons and that's all. But it's not enough. It's not enough for me to... I don't know how to say it. Even in French. You know, I have the impression that I just began to know this world, to fall in love with this world, with these characters. I'm so involved into it, and already you are telling me that I have to say goodbye to them. I can't, and that's why I'm saying it since a long time on the comments, and I think that I said it also in one intro of this season 3. Count on me. You have to count on me to react to Korra, you know, the spin-off of this show, because I can't say goodbye to this universe just like that so quickly. I would have the impression that my journey with this show would be cut at the moment that I'm that high, you know, with it. I don't know how to say it. It's really... I was feeling melancholic already at the intro of the episode 1 of the season 3, knowing that it was the last season. The melancholy, you know, went away a little because of the fact that so many stuff were happening. I was so involved into the story and all. I was so mad at Zuko that I was not thinking about it anymore. But now that during the last episodes we had the invasion, and I'm gonna come to it, it didn't go well. And now that we're beginning the second half of this season 3, I'm really like... The end is really closer each time. And I don't know how it's gonna end. I mean, I have some wish for how it's gonna end. I want Aang, Katara, Sokka, Toph, Zuko, Iroh, at least Momo and Appa, at least these 8 to survive. They have to survive. I want to see after that, you know, their life. I want to see how they're gonna end their lives. And Iroh, he has to have his tea shop, I swear. And Zuko, I want him to be the next Fire Lord. And I want Aang with Katara for sure. And that's all. You know, for the ships, for my wishes, I don't want to dream more than that. I would have the impression that I'm dreaming too big. So that's my wish for the end of this show. But how we're gonna get there, I don't know. Because the invasion didn't go well. But I said it, I knew it. You are there since a long time. And you are there since the 3 last episodes. When I discovered that they wanted to do the invasion just right now, I knew that it was not gonna go well. Not only because of the fact that it was episode 10 of the season 3 and we had still 10 episodes to watch, so of course we were not gonna end things just right there. But really more because of the fact that you can't win against the Fire Lord with an avatar who is not fully an avatar, who is not mastering the avatar state, who is not mastering fire bending. Like, you want to do things before you can really do them. And I said it, I thought that maybe they could win that battle and they could begin the war just right there, but they couldn't win really the entire war, and after that they were gonna fail. I had some things right and some things wrong, you know, with my theories about this invasion plan. In fact, I had the conclusion of it right, the fact that they were gonna fail and the fact that they were gonna be blocked into the city and only our guys with Appa would go away. I had that right, but I was wrong about everything that happened, in fact, during the invasion plan, mostly because of the fact that for me, Sokka and our guys, they knew that the Fire Nation knew about their invasion plan. For me, the Earth King who told his plan, the invasion plan, to Suki, to the Force Kyoshi warriors, aka Azula. After that, they discovered that there was a Force Kyoshi warriors, so for me, they talked about it, they made the connection about all of that, and they knew that the other ones knew. But in fact, no. And I discovered that only during the 2nd episode of the invasion. I thought, you know, that Sokka planning all of that to invade the Fire Nation capital, you know, I thought that him planning all of this stuff, these machines and all of that, it was in prediction of what the Fire Nation could respond to their invasion. And in fact, not at all. He did all of that. It was a part of his invasion plan. And he was surprised when he saw that they knew that they were gonna come. I was really surprised by that, and of course, because of that, because I had this information wrong, all of my theories after that were gonna be wrong. I thought also, you know, that the Fire Nation would let them enter into the city to block them into it and to attack from outside, and in fact no, they were hiding inside. For me, it's not really logical with the Fire Nation attitude, you know, mood, way of thinking and all. I would imagine that the Fire Nation, as we know them, as people who are attacking and all, to be in a defensive mode, to hide. For me, it's not logical with how they are functioning, you know, as the Fire Nation. I mean, since Sozin and the other Fire Lord, you know, Ozai's father and also Ozai, how he's acting and all, it's not logical for me that they are in a defensive mode, that they are hiding even more if they knew that the guys would come. I thought that it was not fitting well with their attitude. But it happened and they won no matter what. Aang and Sokka, I'm really afraid of the fact that they're gonna feel guilty about what happened. And because he knew that he was not ready and still he did that, and he failed again when he promised himself that he was not gonna fail again after Ba Sing Se and all of that, so he's gonna feel guilty about that. Sokka is gonna feel guilty because it was his plan. I'm afraid of that for them. They're gonna go to the temple. Now I'm afraid for Katara and Aang's relationship. When they kissed, they finally kissed, and they can't hide, you know, to themselves, to anyone, the fact that they kissed. We were like, maybe it's gonna be the beginning of their relationship finally, and in fact they're gonna see the guru, so no, that's not gonna be the beginning. On the contrary, he's gonna say stuff like, we can't be together or something like that. is killing me in advance. And Zuko is following us. How they're gonna welcome Zuko? Badly, for sure. They just lost against the Fire Nation, so they're not gonna welcome well Zuko, the son of the Fire Lord. We'll see. But Zuko is choosing Aang's side, and he said it to his father. He said everything to his father. I was so surprised by that moment. Like I said during the review of the last episode, he didn't just say, "We lied to you, Aang is still alive." He didn't just say, "Aang is still alive and I'm gonna join him." He didn't just say, "I'm gonna join him because I want you to be defeated and all." He didn't just say that, he said also that it was his fate, and no, he was not gonna kill his father because he knows where is his place and it's not with his father. And he also implied that Aang's role was to defeat the Fire Lord, but his role was to be the next Fire Lord. He implied that in a way, and I love that. He said that Iroh was his true father and that he was proud, you know. He didn't say it, but in a way he said it, that it was proud that Iroh was his true father, was the one who taught him everything about firebending, but also about life, and that yes, he wants a country in peace because of Iroh's lessons about life and all. He knows what is right, and he wanted to release Iroh, but Iroh released himself a lot. Such a beast. I swear I want to see Iroh during this episode or the next one. I wouldn't handle, you know, another time without Iroh. You know what happened during the season 2 when we had some episodes like that without seeing Iroh, without knowing that he was okay and all. I'm sure that he's okay, but I want to see him. I want to be sure that he's still with us on our side. Maybe that he's still following Zuko. I think that Iroh knows now that he did everything for Zuko, everything that he could teach him, everything that he could say to him, even his true origins and all. He did everything that he could, so I don't think that now, on the contrary of the season 2, I don't think that now he thinks that Zuko still needs him. I think that he thinks that Zuko doesn't need him anymore to make the right decision because he just made it, to do things right, to firebend. That's it. I did everything that I can and Zuko is on the right direction. Now he has to do all of that alone. But still, you know how much I love their relationship, so of course I want to see them reunited. We'll see. Zuko saying that he wants to beg for his forgiveness. I'm not sure that he's gonna have to beg. Iroh is gonna welcome him like that without, you know, he's not gonna have to beg for that. I'm excited about this episode 12 because I want to see, you know, the consequences of the invasion plan for each characters. Even if I can already predict that it's gonna have bad consequences, I want to see them evolve, and I know that they're gonna evolve, and for me they're gonna evolve in a good way. So I want to see it, and I'm gonna see it right now. Today I'm gonna watch only one episode, and that's enough, that's already great, so let's go for this one. Reminder, like usually I have a Patreon on which you can find the episodes earlier, at least 1 week sooner if it's not more. For now I don't have my schedule in mind, you know, but I think that at some point it's gonna be more, it's gonna be 2 weeks sooner. And you have an extended reaction part or a full reaction part. I said or. So be careful when you are subscribing to level 2 or level 3. Check the schedule that I'm posting each Monday on YouTube, on Patreon, on Twitter. I'm doing my homework by writing that on the schedule, on the description of the different levels, responding to you on comments and on private messages, you know, that you are sending me. Maybe at some point I'm gonna get annoyed, you know, by repeating me a lot like that when I'm doing everything that I can with the schedules, with the Patreon descriptions and all, and not paying attention to it. I'm always gonna respond to you, but please be focused. Okay, let's go for this episode 12. Oh, that's such a long intro. I'm sorry. I had too many stuff to talk about. Yes, I know, like usually, but come on. I'm gonna try to make a shorter review. I said try, okay? I can't promise it. You know me.
Sorry guys, but Appa gets tired carrying all these people.
It's a lot for him. And he's wearing his armor.
Wow, it's amazing.
Ah! For sure I don't know the word in English for that. C'est des maisons troglodytes. I love that so much. Oh, it could be my temper, you know.
The only view I'm interested in seeing is the Avatar in chains.
The Avatar hasn't been seen for 100 years.
When you began your journey,
In a week since your banishment, you should take some time to heal and rest.
What else would I expect to hear from the laziest man in the Fire Nation? The only way to regain my honor is to find the Avatar.
no. You changed so much, Zuko.
I think we need to talk about some things. We need to decide what we're gonna do now.
Oh, I thought that you were gonna talk about your relationship.
Fair enough.
We just need to master all 4 elements and confront the Fire Lord before the comet comes.
Where am I supposed to get a firebending teacher? We could look for Jump Jump. Why don't we just
Zuko can be your fire teacher?
Gotta be someone who can teach him firebending. Hello, Zuko here. I have a lot of firebending experience, and I'm considered to be pretty good at it. Well, you've seen me. You know when I was attacking you? But anyway. I mean, I thought I was good before, but now I realize I was bad. I think it's time I joined your group and taught the Avatar firebending.
You know that they're gonna reject you, Zuko, at
How am I
first.
supposed to Uncle do?
Zuko, you have to look within yourself to save yourself from your other self.
What would Azula do?
Oh, don't think about that.
I can join your group, or I can do something unspeakably horrible. Hello? Zuko here.
Don't make the same speech, it's not gonna work. Oh?
I'm good now, and, well, I think I should join your group. Oh, and I can teach firebending. To you. See,
You wanna what now? You can't possibly think that any of us would trust you.
Let him the time to tell you his story.
I could have stolen your bison and Ba Sing Se, but I set him free. That's something. I know I made some mistakes in the past. Like when you attacked our village.
Or when you stole my mother's necklace and used it to track us down and capture us?
And I never should have sent that Fire Nation assassin after you. I'm gonna try to stop
They didn't know.
Why aren't you saying anything? You once said you thought we could be friends. You know I am good at me.
And you said it, that everyone deserves a second
There's
chance.
no way we can trust you after everything you've done. We'll never let you join us.
If you won't accept me as a friend, then maybe you'll take me as a prisoner.
No, we won't!
Stop! He was on his knees in front of you, begging you. Don't reject him. I'm tired of people rejecting.
I can't believe how stupid I am. I mean, what was I thinking? Telling them I sent an assassin after them?
Please try again.
Obviously, when the time came, he made his choice. And we paid the price. We can't trust him. Zhao had me chained up. It was Zuko who came in and got me out. He risked his life to save me. No way. I'm sure he only did it so he could capture you himself.
Yeah.
Also,
You're nothing
but
but
come on.
Considering his messed up family and how he was raised, he could have turned out a lot worse. All I know is that while he was talking to us, he was sincere.
Yes,
Maybe
you can say that.
You weren't there when he had us attacked by pirates.
Or when he burned down Kyoshi Island.
Or when he tried to capture me at the fire temple.
Yes, he did all of that.
Aang needs a firebending teacher. Now one shows up on a silver platter, and you won't even think about it? I'm not having Zuko as my teacher.
Stay back.
Oh, Zuko.
You burned my feet!
No. Oh no, it's so wrong. Oh,
Why am I so bad at being good?
she wanted to help you. She was your only ally.
I kind of went to see Zuko last night. You what?
I was expecting in a way that you don't say it.
Helpful to us.
So he attacked you?
Well, he did and he didn't. But he did firebending you. Yes.
Because he was surprised.
Zuko's clearly too dangerous to be left alone. We're gonna have to go after him.
That's what he wanted, you know, and you're gonna see how he changed. Zuko, you have to intervene. That music, like... Da-na-na!
I'm ordering you to stop. I'll pay you double to stop.
What do you want? Are you paid by someone else now?
He's going to blast this whole place right off the cliffside.
Can you do something about
Can't
it?
step out to waterbend now without getting blown up.
Tough.
And I
Oh
can't
no, because of her feet she can't.
Alright, buddy. Don't fail me now.
Boomerang attack! Just right there. So clever, so good! He helped you right there, you can't now. Aha! Oh ho!
I can't believe I'm saying this, but thanks, Zuko.
That I had to go through all those things to learn the truth. I thought I had lost my honor, and that somehow my father could return it to me.
No one can return it
But
to
I know
you.
now that no one can give you. It's something you earn for yourself, choosing to do what's right. Your destiny is to help you restore balance to the world.
I'm saying that since
I
episode.
need to be more careful and control my bending, so I don't hurt people unintentionally.
I burned Katara. And after that, I never wanted to firebend again. I know you understand how easy it is to hurt the people you love. I'd like you to teach me.
Thank you. I'm so happy you accepted me into your group.
Not so fast. I still have to ask my friend. Go ahead, let him join. It'll give me plenty of time to get back at him for burning it.
Your duo is gonna be so great.
All I want is to defeat the Fire Lord.
Katara,
She's gonna be the eldest one.
I'll go along with whatever you think is right.
I won't let you down. I promise.
Let them the time to know you.
Unpack. Lunch soon. Welcome aboard.
I love the fact that he's trained.
If I have to, I will spend every day of the rest of my life hunting the Avatar.
Destiny is a funny thing. You never know how things are going to work out.
You knew it, Iroh.
You will find your own destiny someday.
You might have everyone else here buying your transformation, but you and I both know you've struggled with doing the right thing in the past. One reason to think you might hurt Aang, and you won't have to worry about your destiny anymore, because I'll make sure your destiny ends permanently.
Accept. She can't just forgive you and welcome you just like that. Accept that. Oh. Remember what I said in the intro, the fact that this review was going to be shorter than the long intro that you have? Forget it, just right now. Forget it. Ah! I want a tissue, I want my pillow, I want everything. The whole thing, you know? Ah! Tissue, it's done. Pillow now. Oh. I'm sorry, I know that something's bad happened during this episode, but at the end, I want to smile like hell. So many good stuff happened. They're winning. The good stuff are winning. So much. I cried, but it was tears of joy, of pride. I'm sorry, it's my nerves. I'm crying and laughing at the same time. It's really my nerves. Can you... I don't know what to do with my body and I don't know how to begin this review. I'm excited, I'm so happy, I'm too... Oh fuck. The main bad thing, you know, about this episode is the fact that Katara doesn't trust Zuko and she's promising at the end that she's not gonna give him any second chance, you know, that she's waiting for him to fail a little to end all of this story right now, to end Zuko. Like she's almost promising to kill him at the first little bad thing, you know, that she's gonna do. She really doesn't want to give him a second chance. So it's a bad thing, but not so bad because we know also Katara. And we know that she has a big heart and that all of what she cares of is people, to save people, to help people. So little by little, I think that Zuko can gain her trust. I almost said we can gain her trust. Zuko, you and I, what you said during this episode? No, I organize your ideas. The second bad thing is the fact that Zuko hurt Toph. And that's bad. I hope that she can be repaired really quick because we need Toph. She's so great, she's so powerful, you know, with earthbending but also with metal bending. We have to have Toph being okay really quick. Now let's talk about all of the good stuff. We have so many things to talk about and I'm really too excited. First one, the little one, which is not so little but the little one. Sibiman. That's it, we're done with him. He's dead. Come on, the guy fall like that. That's great, we're not gonna have this Sibiman, really weird, mysterious person and dangerous person also after us. We still don't know his name, we still don't know his voice. I can't understand his motives also because at the end he was fighting Zuko and not accepting to end his job, you know, even if Zuko was promising more to him and all. Like, I almost want to know his story, how he ended like that, how he learned how to firebend like that, but also the robotic stuff, how he's acting, why he's not speaking. This guy intrigued me a lot, but that's it. We're done with him and that's better for us. Zuko intervened to stop the guy. They all saw it. At first they didn't want to accept Zuko with us, but at the end Zuko is a part of this group. Okay, not as a friend, not as a trolley, but who was really expecting that, you know, to have Zuko being welcomed like, yes, be on our side, really, we're accepting you, oh, you are new best friend and all. No, of course it was not gonna happen. He's right there, but not even as a prisoner. And he was ready to be their prisoner and they were okay at the second time, you know, to take him as their prisoner. I was almost okay, you know, with sorry for my hair. I was almost okay, you know, with that solution, Zuko being their prisoner. As long as you are keeping Zuko with you and you are taking the time to learn more about him, and all for it. With all of the bad stuff that he did against them and all, of course they can't trust him just like that. They need time and they need to meet the real Zuko, and Zuko is the real Zuko, not for so long, you know, so time, we need time, and he's gonna have this time, and not as their prisoner, as Aang, new fire teacher. I'm conflicted, no, I'm not conflicted, I'm in a total contradiction with what I thought, you know, about Aang, fire teacher. We had one being presented to us season 2, beginning of the season 2 I think, and I thought that it could be a real one, and when I was telling you guys, yes, Aang can't win right now because he has to be the real avatar by mastering the avatar state and firebending, I was thinking of him. I was thinking of this master. We were gonna search for him and we were gonna find him. On the other hand, I was also beginning to think that only 8 episodes to find him, because we met him but it was so long ago and so far from that place that I was beginning to think that it would be difficult to find him, to do all of that right on time. And a long time ago I had this dream of maybe Zuko being Aang's fire teacher. So now that they presented us that solution, I'm like, I didn't think about it because for me that was not what would happen, but on the other hand I thought about it at some point, so it's not like I never thought about it. I'm in a contradiction, you know, with that, but I'm glad Zuko is gonna be Aang's fire teacher. And really, when Zuko thought about it first, I really thought about the fact that Iroh was Zuko's fire teacher and now Zuko is gonna be Aang's fire teacher, so in a way Iroh is Aang's fire teacher. I know that for the importance of the story and the characters, it's more important to think that Zuko is Aang's fire teacher. But for my love of Iroh, it's more important to think that Iroh is in a way Aang's fire teacher. He's gonna learn him the thing, you know, about, you know, to take firebending and to take it away like that. He's gonna teach him that. And that's important. I think that it can be the way that Aang is gonna win at the end. I can really see it, feel it, how much is important, and that's why the fact that Iroh was Zuko's teacher is important. For me, that thing, you know, about like that, taking firebending like that and all, that thing is gonna be important. Zuko being Aang's fire teacher, that's gonna be so fun. I mean, fun. That's gonna be awkward, and that's gonna be difficult for Zuko to be someone's teacher, because we saw it during this episode, he's still impulsive, you know, he didn't totally erase that part of him, but how humble he was facing them, telling them that he was wrong, that he changed, that he wants to help now, after that saying that he was ready to be their prisoner. That was great, that was so great. I think that Toph can really be his real ally on the group, with Appa. Appa treating him like that, I loved it. Sokka, I was surprised, you know, by Sokka trying at the end to welcome him. He was really trying, I really appreciate that. I didn't think so, you know, that it could be possible for Sokka to act like that. Not so quick, you know. What Zuko said about the fact that he wanted his father to give him his honor back by capturing the Avatar and all, and that he learned that no one can give you your honor back, you have to give to yourself your honor back, you know, because of something that you're gonna do or someone that you're gonna be. When Zuko said this thing, you know, since how many episodes I'm telling you that, guys, on intro and review, that Zuko wanted two things: to come back home and to have his honor back. He came back home, but he can't have his honor back by, you know, the hand of his father, because no one can give you your honor back. You have to do something or to be someone that you're gonna be proud of, and that's how you have your honor back, by giving it to yourself, because you're proud of yourself by something that you do or someone that you are. That's how you are feeling proud of yourself, and that's how you are taking your honor back, because you're proud of yourself, you're feeling honorable. And the fact that Zuko said it during this episode, I was like, finally! It's fun, you know, because the last time that I was so excited by one of the characters saying things that I'm saying since a long time, it was Iroh. The fact that You and I, Zuko, we are on the same page, like Iroh and I can be on the same page. It's making me feel so proud of you, of myself, of our connection. Oh, I'm proud of you, my dear. Because yes! yes, no one can give you your honor back. You have to earn it, you have to be proud of yourself. And I think that you do right now, Zuko. And that's why you're okay, you know, for them to treat you like that, to fight, to show them who you are and all, because you're proud of who you are. And you're proud of this destiny that you chose for yourself. That parallel, you know, with how Zuko was at the beginning of his journey with Iroh and who he is right now, the destiny that he thought that he had, and in fact the destiny that he's choosing for himself right now. You evolved so much, Zuko. I'm so proud of you. We didn't see Iroh, but he was there the whole time. I'm not just thinking about that moment when Zuko talked like he was Iroh, even if the fact that he did it is so important, because it's really what I said in intro, the fact that you don't need Iroh, not really anymore, because you know what Iroh would say, you had all of what Iroh taught you in your mind. Iroh doesn't need to say anything more, to teach you anything more, you know everything about it, and right there, you know, that moment when he acted like he was Iroh, it was the proof of that. You know what Iroh would do or tell you, so you don't need him anymore, not really. But I really hope that at some point we're gonna have Iroh back and with you, Zuko, because your relationship, I love it so much. Katara and Aang didn't talk about their relationship, the fact that they kissed. Okay. These friends that we have, we're gonna keep them. For how long can we keep them? Are they gonna really follow us all along our journey now? So Zuko is gonna be your fire teacher, and but you still need to master the Avatar state, so we have to find the guru again, you know, to open your chakra and all. Or maybe he's gonna find us. I don't know how it's working, you know. He was waiting for Aang during entire years, but now how can it work? This temple was so great. I love that kind of thing, you know. In French, it's des maisons troglodytes, you know, houses, things which are built into rocks and all, and I love that kind of houses and all. I visited a lot of them, and some of them are so cute, they are so good and all, and it's really great also to be in a cold place during summer, but also to keep things warm during winter. It's the perfect house for that, and it's so great. The only thing which is bothering me into that kind of house, it's the light. I need light a lot. I'm always choosing my apartments and all because of the light. I need places with a lot of light, but they are so great, they are so cute. I think that it's my temple. Because yes, I'm an earth people, you know that since a long time, and that could be my temple. That was such a great episode. The fact that they are giving a second chance to Zuko, it's not too much, you know, and too quick for me. I'm saying that because I'm thinking of still how quickly it happened during just one episode, but for me it's okay because it's really fitting with all of their journeys, all of what they lived, and also all of what they understood during all of this time. Like, we had plenty of episodes with Aang saying stuff like Fire Nation, in Fire Nation not all of the people are bad people and they deserve a second chance, they want to be free, they are just obeying to orders, and Zuko same on his side. Like, it's not surprising me that it's happening so quickly, And it's not really happening so quickly because now I'm not giving him a second chance like that's it, you're our new best friend. No. They're just accepting him to be Hank's new fire teacher. But they are not saying that he's gonna be their new friend and that's still gonna be difficult, and Katara is not gonna accept anything bad, any little thing bad coming from him. It's gonna take them time to trust him, so it's really well done, you know. In just one episode, he's on the group, but he's not really on the group, and it's because of all of what they lived, and we saw it coming still with how Aang evolved and learned stuff about the Fire Nation and talked about them and giving second chance to people and all, and also with Zuko, with all of his journey, how he evolved and the destiny that he chose for himself after choosing another one and understanding that it was not the one for him and all of that. Like, everything is logical and so well written. Also, you know, them not accepting him at first and seeing everything that they are saying to him, reminding all of the things that he did to them, like to tell him directly to him, you did that, and you did that against us. To tell it really, for the writers, I mean, to put all of these memories, all of these bad memories, all of these bad things that Zuko did to them, it's clever because it's also reminding to the viewers that yes, we are supporting Zuko, we love Zuko, we are proud of him and all for his evolution, but yes, he did all of that, and yes, of course, they are remembering all of that and they can't accept him just like that. So yes, everything is so well written. I really love this show. I really love this show. For the characters, for the story, for how well written it is, for the characters and for the story. Everything is logical, well done, well written. It's subtle, it's smooth, it's going like that, like, it's so great. I loved it, I loved that episode. I know that I cried a lot during it, but really it was tears of joy and pride. Maybe I'm gonna keep the entire reaction part right there. Or maybe not, I already did it for the 2 last episodes. I don't know, I'm gonna see that during the editing. If I reacted really too much, and I'm gonna be really frustrated if I'm not keeping these parts, I will see that. I already know that it's gonna be really difficult for me to edit this video for YouTube, to respect the fair use rules of YouTube. I think that I'm gonna have to cut a lot into CB-Man scenes and into our friends scene to really keep the parts with Zuko and our guys. It's killing me in advance, you know, because it was also good scenes, but I'm gonna have to cut a lot into them, I think. I'm gonna see that during the editing. Okay, so it's all for you and for me for today. That was so great! And it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Hey.